today's topic for the discussion is the bus types and compiler in embedded system. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the learners will be able to give ARM based embedded device, list ARM bus types, give the compiler in embedded system, give the improvement in IC technology. These are the contents. ARM based embedded device, ARM bus types, compiler in embedded system, improvement in IC technology. ARM bus types. First is the address bus, a group of lines that are used to send a memory address or a device address from microprocessor unit to the memory or the peripheral, and it is unidirectional always. Address bus always goes out of the microprocessor. The addressing capacity of any microprocessor is given by 2 raised to n, where n is nothing but the number of address lines available in the microprocessor. Second bus is the data bus, a group of lines used to transfer data between microprocessor unit and the peripherals or memory. Data bus is always bidirectional. In general, the width of the data bus is equal to the bit capacity of the microprocessor. In general, the internal architecture of the microprocessor depends on the data bus width. Third bus is the control bus, the single lines that are generated by the microprocessor unit to provide the timing of various operations. There are 3 types of buses and their utility is shown in this figure. Here address bus is moving from the CPU to the IO ports or peripherals, CPU to the memory. So, address bus is unidirectional. Here data bus is shown which is bidirectional, and from CPU to IO ports also it is, and from IO ports to CPU also. From memory we can fetch the data into the CPU. Here control bus is shown and it is used for the reading and writing purpose. Always this control bus is from CPU to memory or CPU to IO ports or peripherals. Here an example of an ARM based embedded device, that is microcontroller, is shown. ARM processor controls the embedded device. Here 2 main controller are shown, interrupt controller and memory controller. Interrupt controller, AHB arbiter, AHB external bridge, memory controller, all are controllers. AHB external bridge is connected here to the other devices like flash ROM, DRAM, external bus, etc. AHB APB bridge, advanced high performance bus, advanced peripheral bus bridge. This bridge connects controller to the peripherals. Here real time clock, Ethernet, timers, serial UART, all are peripherals. Here these lines are nothing but the buses. Each box connected to each other by this bus. Compilers. A compiler is a computer program or a set of programs that transforms the source code written in a programming language, that is the source language, into another computer language. Normally we are saying that as a binary format. The most common reason for conversion is to create an executable program. The name compiler is primarily used for programs that translate the source code from a high level programming language to low level programming language. Example, assembly language or machine code. Cross compiler and decompiler. If the compiled program can run on a computer having different CPU or operating system than the computer on which the compiler compiled the program, then That compiler is known as cross compiler. A program that can translate a program from a low level language to high level language is called decompiler. Language converter. A program that translates programs written in different high level languages is normally called language translator, source to source translator or language converter. A compiler is likely to perform the following operations: pre-processing, parsing, process of analyzing a string of symbols in computer languages, semantic analysis, syntax directed translation, code generation, code optimization. Languages in embedded system. First is the assembly language. That is the lowest level human readable method for programming. It is platform specified. No need for compilation. Assembly disadvantages. It is platform specific, operate by acting on specific instructions, can perform no other actions beside those specifically listed. Instructions are highly atomic. Each instruction performs a single small instruction. Too difficult to program large applications. Embedded C language. Source files linked together in C language. Ability to program in assembly right inside the C code. Easy to write and portable. Knowledge of C enables freedom. Criteria for choosing microcontroller. While choosing a microcontroller, make sure it meets the task at hand and that it is cost effective. We must see whether an 8-bit, 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller can best handle the computing needs of a task. In addition, the following points should be kept in mind while choosing a microcontroller. First is the speed. What is the highest speed of the microcontroller can support? Packaging. Is it 40-pin DIP dual inline package or quad AT package, that is QFP? This is important in terms of space, assembly and prototyping the end product. Power consumption. This is an important criteria for battery powered products. Amount of RAM and ROM on the chip is another criteria for choosing microcontroller. Count of input-output pins and timers on the chip. Cost per unit. This is important in terms of final cost of the product in which the microcontroller is to be used. Further, make sure you have tools such as compilers, debuggers and assembly available with the microcontroller. The most important of all, you should purchase a microcontroller from a reliable source. Recent or present trends in embedded system. First is the improvement in IC technology. The present trends in the embedded system are directed by the trend in IC technology. The IC transistor capacity has doubled roughly every 18 months for the past several decades, and this trend is still going on as follows. Here, the trend in IC technology is shown. Number of transistor per chip according to the year is shown here, and it is linear. It is going to be increased as year goes on increasing. Increasing code size. Increasing code size. In 1992, the average code size was 16 to 64 KB. In 1996, it was increased up to 64 KB to 512 KB. The coding style is also changed from hand assembly coding to HLL language, high level language. Third is the reuse of software and hardware components. The reuse of software and hardware components is initiated to reduce the time to market. Increasing integration and system complexity. Performance levels today, trend is to increase integration and system complexity by integration of RF, DSP, network interfaces, 32-bit processors and I/O processors. Increasing productivity. Because of proper design, procedures and knowledge base, there is a lot of improvement in the designer productivity over the past several decades. Productivity is measured as number of transistors that one designer can produce in 1 month. These are the references. Thank you.